If you're pitching your idea to an investor, there are many areas in which they'll evaluate your business. One of those areas is on the idea itself. Here are 6 critical questions they'll ask in evaluating your idea. Is it personally interesting? If you have an e-commerce idea and you share it with a biotechnology venture firm, you're not likely to get a good response. You should be aware whether your audience is professionally or personally interested in what you're doing. Is it big? Most startups fail, and that means that investors take immense risk when they put capital to work in startups. The successful ones have to more than compensate for the ones that aren't successful. You've heard people talk about, is this a billion-dollar opportunity? Well, very few businesses become worth $1 billion every single year. But the question when you're articulating your idea is, are you going after an opportunity that might be worth $1 billion? Is it disruptive? For any given business, there is a way of doing business. There is a way of a product being delivered or compiled. The question for you when you articulate your business is, are you upsetting the apple cart? That's what I mean when I say, are you disruptive? Are you rethinking the way something is done? Is it timely? If you came up with the most compelling idea to deliver video before broadband connectivity was pervasive, no matter how compelling your content was, it's not likely you would have met with a great deal of success. It's important when you articulate your idea to understand and to share why the totality of the circumstances, the infrastructure, the availability of hardware, for example, or connectivity make your opportunity timely. Is there room to move? Most businesses don't work out quite as articulated at the outset. And so an investor needs to ask, is there enough economic opportunity? Is there enough excitement in the areas that are tangentially related to this area that you're focused on, that if you have to pivot, if you have to make a small move or a big move, there's still an opportunity for your business to be viable? And finally, is the space winnable? It's assumed that for every space worth pursuing, there will be lots of competition. But who is the competition? Are your competitors other startups that are similarly financed to you? Or is there a startup that's already raised tens of millions of dollars? Are you competing with Fortune 500 companies? And if you're competing with Fortune 500 companies, are you competing with the likes of a Time Warner or the likes of a Google? These 6 questions, they focus on the scope, the inherent scale in the area of focus, but they also focus on whether your audience is appropriate to you. And if you are not answering these questions in a way that says it's a big opportunity for the right investors, then you either have to rethink the opportunity or rethink who you're sharing your story with.